opportunity to learn each other and grow as educators. Thank you. Now, I would like to call our principal, sir. He'll be presenting the bouquet to both of the resource persons. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Now, without wasting the time,
we have to continuously learn new things. Anyone cannot be perfect. The main thing is this, I would like. And especially, I thank Sanjay sir also. Firstly, we all think about many things, thoughts comes to our mind that what life means. Life is a journey, we can say. In this part of this journey, many of us are having many choices, we can say. Like someone wants to become something. But simply we can say about this life only is life is about B to D. B stands for birth and D stands for death. Entire life we do many things. We want to pretend to be perfect. We feel like sometimes that what is the difference between animal and human beings? So always we think about this, that no one is there to say the animals, देखिए आपका बच्चा कैसा कर रहा है. कोई एनिमल किसी एनिमल को ऐसा नहीं कहता है कि देखिए आपका बच्चा से हमें आसपास के लोग प्राउड फील कराते हैं और हम अपने आसपास उन्हीं लोगों को बताने की कोशिश करते हैं जिन्होंने जीवन में कुछ अचीव किया. एक इंसान अगर किसी अच्छे काम को कर लेता है तो उसके बहुत सारे रिलेटिव्स हो जाते हैं. You all have experience, I think, in your life that someone has achieved something and you met once or twice in the life. आप मुझे बताएंगे वो करने से पहले भी मुझसे यही पूछता था कि मैं क्या करूं, तो मैंने कहा था उसको यूपीएससी कर लो. Isn't it? If someone has cleared UPSC and done something like this, so it is a kind of thing with death. ये मृत्यु लोक है कहते हैं. तो that is the entire journey. इस जर्नी को कंप्लीट करने के क्रम में आज हमारा प्रयास होगा कि मैं आपको कुछ ऐसा दे पाऊं कि आप अपने बच्चों को वो दे पाएं जो लाइफ के अकम्प्लिशमेंट में, अचीव करने में, एक अच्छी लाइफ जीने में आप सभी के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा, जो कि बहुत ही क्रिएटिव हैं, आई थिंक सो. तो हम लोग दोनों लोग ये प्रयास करेंगे इस सेशन को और अच्छे से जारी रखें. तो we'll start with the PPT, please. Like we all are teachers, especially. We are having responsibility to take our students on right way, right path, एक सही जगह पे सही दिशा देने का हम लोग प्रयास करें. इस दिशा में लाइफ में सक्सेस होने के बहुत सारे पैरामीटर्स हैं. उनमें से एकेडमिक्स इज नॉट द ओनली थिंग कि इंसान लाइफ में बहुत अच्छा है, वो बहुत अच्छा इंट्यूशंस आता है कि मैं किसी को पढ़ा सकता हूँ, मैं किसी को सिखा सकता हूँ. अगर ऐसा व्यक्ति कहीं पे भी टीचर बनता है तो आई थिंक सो ही और शी विल डू दैट थिंग एग्जैक्टली. बट कई बार क्या होता है कि टीचिंग प्रोफेशंस को बहुत लोग ऐसे तरीके से लेते हैं कि आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर समथिंग एल्स, और इस पर्टिकुलर टाइम में मैं अभी ये क्या करता हूँ, अभी एक स्कूल ज्वाइन कर लेता हूँ और मैं यहाँ पे एंगेज रहता हूँ. I'll just move to another profession. It happens. So what teacher by chance learn? They are going to learn, and if in a condition, it happens. We all are teachers. We know that it happens that we do preparation for teaching. That is a very prime responsibility, I think so, to be prepared. अगर हम खुद को भरा महसूस कर लेंगे, तो we will be not able to deliver anything good to the student. Because nowadays, you know, students are feeling like students are having comparison in their mind. They are having many teachers, like YouTube skill. जैसे टीचर के लिए बहुत सारी स्किल्स इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. आज हम जिस स्किल्स की बात करेंगे, उसमें सबसे बड़ी चीज है कम्युनिकेट करने का तरीका. टीचर कैसे कम्युनिकेट करता है, that will be effective. But you are going to see any particular things, and afterwards means audio plus visual. Like example we are coming, I will tell you about the Taj Mahal. कि ताज महल ऐसा है, संगमरमर का है, बहुत खूबसूरत है. You are listening this particular things. If I am going to show you Taj Mahal, आप कहेंगे हाँ लिटरली अच्छा है, ये ज्यादा टाइम का क्या लगेगा. But अगर मैं ताज महल आपको घुमा के दिखा दूं, like we feel like as we have I have started in the initial and said कि लाइफ में एकेडमिक्स में अच्छा होना that is very good thing. बट लोगों के साथ अगर किसी व्यवहार की अगर बात की जाए, तो उसको व्यवहारिक भी होना चाहिए. ये हम एक सामाजिक प्राणी का उद्देश्य है. लेकिन समाज में रहने के लिए बहुत सारी ऐसी जरूरी चीजें हैं जो पर्टिकुलर के अंदर हैं कि नहीं. जैसे इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशन, वो पर्टिकुलर आपको रिकॉग्नाइज हैव अचीव्ड दिस. पीपल स्टार्ट डूइंग गिविंग कांग्रेचुलेशंस, हार्टी कांग्रेचुलेशंस. तो समाज में रहने के लिए, जैसे मैं एकेडमिक्स की बात कर रहा था, तो एकेडमिक्स का मेरा उद्देश्य ये था. मैं एक छोटी सी कहानी के साथ आपको बताऊंगा. ये स्टोरी व्हेन आई वाज टीचिंग, तो मेरे प्रिंसिपल ने मुझे बताई थी. आई डोंट नो दैट ही we are having many students in our school. Even parents are very bothered about these things. कहीं नंबर एक नंबर कटा है, मैम देखना है कहाँ एक नंबर कटा है. They are very bothered about these things. उसने IIT क्रैक किया. IIT खड़गपुर में उसने IIT में टॉप किया. Then he, after that, he got very good placement. But someone has suggested to go to IIM. Ahmedabad he was. He stood there. वहां पे भी उसने सबसे अच्छे में ही रहा. Then he got placement in US, United States में उसे placement मिल गया. उस रिसेशन के टाइम पे ऐसा हुआ, कभी भी अभी भी जब कोविड का टाइम था, तो लाइफ में बहुत लोगों के अप्स एंड डाउन्स हुए. इवन स्कूल्स, आई हैव सीन दैट स्कूल्स आर नॉट पेड टू द पर्टिकुलर टीचर्स एंड आस्क कि जब जरूरत होगी तो इट्स रियली अ काइंड ऑफ थिंग. लेकिन उस बच्चे ने क्या नहीं सीखा था. उसने फेलियर को एक्सेप्ट करना नहीं सीखा था. उसने नहीं सीखा था लाइफ में सेकंड पोजीशन पे होना. उसने नहीं सीखा था कि प्रॉब्लम्स के साथ कैसे डील करते हैं. और शायद उसके लाइफ पार्टनर का भी इसमें, उसकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स उसकी लाइफ पार्टनर के साथ भी नहीं अच्छी थी. क्योंकि अगर किसी का लाइफ पार्टनर अच्छा होता है, अच्छी होती है, तो वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन. इज इट ओके फॉर यू ऑल? जैसे किसी को रिस्क एक्सर्ट देना पड़ता है, वही चीजें अपने आप आ जाती हैं. जैसे जेलसी अपने आप आ जाती है. इज इट इट? जैसे लेडीज को अगर किसी की साड़ी की तारीफ करनी होगी, अपनी साड़ी की तारीफ करानी होगी, दे विल से आपकी साड़ी बहुत अच्छी लग रही है. Notice my saree first. She want to say this. And somewhere they are having jealousy. स्ट्रेस क्या होता है? स्ट्रेस इस चीज से भी हो सकता है कि मुझे ईएमआई देनी है, बहुत आप अपने आप को सुखद महसूस करें, ये स्ट्रेस से डील करने का एक तरीका हो सकता है। और ऊपर जाने के क्रम में आप हमेशा परेशान ही रहिएगा। यू बी नॉट एबल टू अचीव एवरीथिंग इन योर लाइफ व्हाटएवर यू ऑल आर हैविंग डिजायर्स। कई बार हमारे बच्चों में स्ट्रेस का कारण ये भी होता है कि मैंने उसके साथ ये किया, उसने उसके साथ ये किया। कि बच्चे के अंदर चीजों से डील करने की क्षमता होती है, जैसे, और वो जॉब के लिए परिपक्व बनाती, जॉब के लिए मैच्योर बनाती थी। क्योंकि सपोज बीटेक का स्टूडेंट है, व्हेन आई वाज स्टडीइंग, आई वाज डूइंग माय ग्रेजुएशन, आई हैव डन माय ग्रेजुएशन बीएससी इन बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एंड एग्रीकल्चर। When we were seniors, many writers have tried to define life skills. A life skills equip a person to perceive and respond to significant life events. A life is a competency which enables a person to live in and चीजों की वैल्यू करे। एक छोटी सी आपसे मैं बताता हूं आपको। आपके घर में वो एकांश की इतनी अच्छी सी, वो अपने प्लेट में खाना छोड़ना छोड़ दे, क्योंकि उसको दाल की वैल्यू पता होगी कि 150 रुपए किलो दाल दूँ। और घर में पिछली बार 2800 रुपए का बिजली का बिल आया था। He will, बच्चे, ये अकाउंटिंग करना भी एक तरह की एक लाइफ स्किल है। आप अपने हाउस हेल्प्स को, जैसे तो एक दिन मेड का काम आप उस बच्चे के साथ मिलके करके देखिए, वो आंटी की वैल्यू करने लगेगा। आंटी क्यों नहीं आई थी आप? वर्ड कमिंग टू एवरीवन, अगले की भावनाओं को समझना, टू स्टेप समवन्स अदर्स वैल्यूज को बच्चों के अंदर इम्पार्ट करने के लिए। हम अपने बच्चों की भी बात कर रहे हैं, जिनको हम पढ़ाते हैं उनकी भी बात कर रहे हैं। So many things are there to discuss. Now I just want to hand over to Manish sir.
It's not so simple. We know that all we have career and all we are doing our respective jobs. But as we know that life is not very simple. We have to live in a proper way. It is just like a real life experience we have got. It is all about the theoretical aspect. But the real thing is that we have to take the real advantage of our education. So real life is two things are there. Inside of the school and outside of the school. What we do, what we nurture the students in a practical or systematic way or not. Whether they could know how to manage the stress, whatever they go through it. It means it is all about the experience. These learnings, experience, we know that our basic word is that the mistakes. Mistakes are real and genuine thing. And if we do some mistakes in our life, after some facing difficulties and challenges, finally he is able to take and reach out to the banana. It shows that it is a real life challenge. In this way, we can also go through the situation of problem solving method. We know that patience, and again we have to try. Finally, in this way, we come to the success. This is the situation which is called problem solving method and which is derived by a great psychologist. The name was Thorndike. We know that very well. He was the master of the teaching methods, who gave us the technique of trial and error method in many competition examinations we are facing, and our students also go through it. Solution. In competitive examination, it is all bind with the time frame system. That's why it is genuine that the candidates or the participant, when facing the challenges, most probably they make some error. But on that aspect, on that time, we have to find out the proper solution. That is the technique, to find out the thing on this way. So we should go through the practical approach. We have some practical knowledge and we should try to adopt the new techniques. We know that the time is changing and it is very fast. So we have to ready for it. Now we can see some other things in this year. And he was the master of the technique. It is called multiple intelligence. We have already learned from our session. So from the situation, we have to analyze the technique of the child, qualities of basic quality of the child. We know that all are not good in mathematics, or are not have the same interest in music and dance or art or anything. But in this new education policy, it gives us a sequence, an idea of the test, what we want, and what we want to assess from the child. There is a system in very olden times that some variations are in this way. Some examples are there, like math is there, economics is there, history is there, dance is there. Before this new education policy, anyone who thinks, there is a sequence. If a child is good in math, but he wants to take economics, he can adopt. His interest is in dance, he also can select this activity. But before the situation, when it was implemented, it came under extracurricular activities. And the schools also not take it seriously. In some schools, they have no teachers of music and dance and some other extracurricular activities. But now, this is the situation. This new education policy has given I am very frankly to say that as a teacher, we know that we are laboring hard. The opportunity, learn beautifully and maintain the classroom more interestingly. That is the demand of time. And one more thing is that the time it was there when teacher teach the student, and you have to know it practically. That if your teaching is not appropriate according to the time being, then such kind of fitting experience came into effect. It means some new skills. That is a demand of time. And as per my friend, my dear teachers, we know that there is a beautiful consequence which is came into effect. This is called ChatGPT, you know very well. That is also us. What do you think about that? If you are not upgrade your teaching skill, then very soon you will be the outdated version. As like that is a demand of time. This is called the inclusive learning. We must adopt new skills, new techniques, new strategy. In COVID time, I learned a new technique that is called blended learning. Anyone? Please share your experience. Those, raise your hand. Those who know the technique of blended learning, please raise your hand.
Just you have asked about the blended learning. As I know, blended learning there is using of the both type of, there is the online, offline both. One, as I understand, until now I have understood.
Any other Any other participant, please share your views regarding blended.
On this issue. So, well, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Any other? Any other team?
Can be performed today's now. Whenever offline class is also going on, face-to-face learning is gone. There is a face-to-face learning and online. Something is shared with the students through the email, through the WhatsApp group, and some things. The answer can be collected from that side. It is also carried out now also.
Okay, thank you. Any other?
नया जो एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी आ रहा है मिलाकर बच्चे को बताने को ही ब्लेंडिंग लर्निंग करना है।
Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Please.
Actually, this is my need to ask regarding the blended. Blended means paramparagat, pidi dar pidi. Whatever we are learning from the our ancestor, whatever we are learning from the previously since a long period. In that cases only, we have got like a practical knowledge with profession. One resource explained regarding the theoretical knowledge with the documents, another knowledge, practical knowledge with profession. I am asking regarding practical knowledge with profession. This is related to blended learning only. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Based on the engagement based, and this is the core area where we have to labor hard for finding some ways which is the best one technique for today's classroom. We are and Thorndike. Indirectly, it indicates the physical skill, emotional skill, according to the socialization of the student. Preparing for UPSC and some other this type of grade A officers exam, where materials are uploaded. The branded or premier institutes loaded their material in the form of PDF and some other study materials. Actually, what is it? It is all about the idea. It is all about the basic thing that if I am preparing for an IAS to be an IAS or IPS or IFS, which type of skill they have poses, which type of demand they have to be cope up with in real life. What are the different type of challenges? It is not all about the study materials and the techniques. Basically, we have to train our mind. First of all, our main intention is that whether our body or mind inculcate or not. Whether, but your product is not according to the skill of the consumer. If it is not enrich the quality of the manager, it means you are failure. It is the doomsday of the management side. You can take the example. I can take the example of to deliberate this has suffered a huge loss. Anyone you know why? Please raise your hand.
The beginning, but what was selling was start from 1 through 3 period. Later on, increased day by day. Such type of razor was made for it.
Okay, sir. It could be the one part. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Whatever the Gillette has used on that technique, a good quantity of water during shaping occurs. The company changed the design of the product, design of the quality also, because it was the situation. And in this way, some differentiation is there. Some variables are there in a particular product. That's why there are earned profit nowadays. But it is not happened in a one day. You can take the example of Nirma washing powder. It also out of the box during some time. Change is a demand of time, but still it is in market with successfully. Thank you, sir.
From which the Gillette company suffer, the basic theory is that what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. They are suffering what to produce because the whole Indian market is a middle class market and they are not afford the product that is so precious for the middle class. And other thing, one thing also here missing, that the product is too sharp, and we are living in the hot country, and when in the every gents knows that in the summer season we are easily save our beard, but in the cold winter they are making so sharp blade, and that is not usable for the Indians as much as for the Europeans and the Americans. That's all.
Okay,
on my
sir.
side.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And they were having a very equal batch. That was the main thing.
Those songs. But Image Prashima songs we have forgotten. So because they are noise. There is no lyrics, no good music, they are not soothing, they are not mellifluous, they are not lilting, they are forgetful. That's why.
Thank you, sir. Good example.
Listen by us. We are adopted the noisy Western music, and adopted things do not last long, and that is why the song in the market not lasts long. And our lyrics, the songs are which is touching my heart, touching my soul. That is actually our culture. That what I have got from the ancient age. We have different types of song, different types from the different part of a day. Like
Okay.
that, in the morning we song Rag Bhog. During the midnight we sing Rag Bilawal.
Sir, shortly.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you. Excellent, good ideas.
Thinking skills, there are so many things are there. Critical thinking, other things are also there in this. Then social skills in this, your interpersonal being visualized through these skills.
Okay, sir.
And then the last one is your just emotional skills. That under stress condition, how you are behaving, your nature, how you are behaving with your friends, and then stress skill under that. In this, your emotional skills. So all these things are the basic things of life.
Thank you, sir. Next.
And when we are emotional and thinkable, then that thing we give to the social life. It means both 3 points are interdependent. That's all for my side.
Thank you, sir. Any other ma'am?
Society, it's all are related to each other.
We can be in the emotional skills. If we have any small emotional skill, then we have to think about the social also. Then we might be in the generate something else from our side, from anybody about the social, or that is related to the social skill.
Thank you, sir. Next.
Will be shown by the emotional skill. And emotional skill on the thinking skill depend on the emotional skill, that both together will lead my social behavior, social skill.
Thank you, sir. From the situation of our life is totally fine with it, and all the entities of the country or the any place is fine with it. You can take the example of child. If child have, suppose, so naturally he came towards you and wants order. Emotionally, in every sense. Suppose a child get very good score in your board examination or in internal assessment. Your view is that you have to give the reward. But at the same time, a slow learner have not scored a satisfactory result. In this case, you also appreciate with him or her with good remark. It catches the good information, but rejects at the same time which is not informative, which is not good for us. But One more thing, why we have some dream? Because our unconscious mind catches regarding negative sense. In this case, we know that the negative word is not tolerated by the concept which is bind with negative words or negative things, like making the progress card. Sometime in earlier times, it was written that you are fed. It's the beautiful pleasure. So why not we use the good remark of the slow learner? So this is very important. In the same way, we have to go through it, absorbing, because our body is very important to tolerate different types of situations. We have to fight for different type of circumstances. So why not?
मनीष जी जरा बोल दीजिए।
Some blank space is there. You have to write it properly. Discuss this activity with your own group, not to others, and write these things.
नेम लिख लीजिए सर, नेम लिखिए और ग्रुप लीडर का नाम लिखिए।
On the top, you have to write that group for group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, 6, in this way. So on. Yes.
This group is which one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you have to fill this form properly within 3 minutes. The theme of first name of the theme. You can choose any theme. Which type of theme you can, which is easier for you. Second, time of a skill. Regarding it, it was enhanced. That you have to write. Second, materials required for a particular skill, emotional skills like that, so on. So, for a particular skill, if you want to enhancing the quality, this is mode. Mode is a way to adopt the technique or to develop it. That you have to write. And last is process. Process means it is a method.
Second is the social skills.
It could be based on it. But do fast. Many activities are there.
Humans are engaged. Humans are engaged.
All the groups please do as soon as possible. The time is sir, only activity 7, not do any other activity please.
यही सब
Those groups who have completed, please give the shade.
कहाँ दिया ये तो बात समझते हैं
I think some questions are missing from that side. That's it. To be speaking. Yes, coming. Group 4. Group 6. Have you completed, ma'am? Okay, ma'am, please. Group 7. Okay, fill it as soon as possible. Please do it. Please fast. Too fast. Group 9. Okay, sir. Group 10. Group 10, sir. Okay. 11. 12. Sir. Time is already off now.
मिलेगा ना फर्स्ट पेज
brainstorming session where I'll take the things very practically. मुझे लगता है कि हम सबको बात करने की कोशिश अगर करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली ये नाकाम रहेगी. Am I right or wrong? जो आपने 20 साल के अनुभव में किया तो 20 साल तो भी बच्चे की उम्र भी नहीं है. Make them understand. हमें लाइफ में बहुत कुछ इंस्पिरेशन से मिलता है, तो वो इंस्पिरेशन कैसे अवेयरनेस, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस बच्चे के अंदर नहीं है, मींस वी ऑल कैन सी दीस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स कि दैट पर्टिकुलर इज गेटिंग 40 मार्क्स इन बायोलॉजी एंड ही इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नेट. And parents are also saying that further he'll cope up with the things. I think so. I also have to go quota for the preparation and all. Quota में सब पढ़ा देंगे. That particular institutions are there. They are going to teach each and everything to me, and I'll be able to become a good doctor. Is this possible? Self awareness का मतलब है कि एक particular ये जान जाए. The teachers are sitting here. 10 साल पहले आपका जिंदगी को देखने का नजरिया अलग था. आज 10 साल बाद you are having enough maturity to deal with that particular situation. Isn't it? Can someone, anyone please tell about कि 10 साल पहले और अभी में आप अपने अंदर क्या changes देखते हैं? Can anyone tell about these things? Kindly pass on the mic. कोई please. I don't want any personal thing to be shared.
Past 10 years, I have developed more patience. I have become a patient listener. I have become more thoughtful, because understanding emotional, that is, a person understands one's emotion, but understanding others' emotion is more important. So that is what I believe, that I have become more patient towards the student, understanding them, taking time to understand the student, taking time to see the development. It is very, very important, because if a teacher cannot give time enough to a student, that development is very hard to find in a student. So what we actually want to see in a student. So that's what I have felt, that in these 10 years, I have become more understanding and more patient.
Very good. These things happen सब कहीं फेल हुए, that is, कभी आपने जो गलत किया हो उससे कुछ सीखा हो, क्या कोई शेयर करना चाहेगा? Please, anyone do.
Raise your hand, please.
Raise your hand, whoever wants to. I'll just pass the mic to. सब तजुर्बों से भरे हुए हैं. तजुर्बे ही हमें सिखाते हैं. ऐसे literally दिमाग तेज नहीं होता है. ठोकरें खाने से ज्यादा होता है. और ठोकरें सबने खाई हैं. ये continuous एक सब का वो.
So I was the Vidyabhya Residential School, Purnia. Then I was coming to my home is also here. So when I was coming to go to the principal, said that I want to go. My purpose is, my mind is running two things. I will go to the home, and together with, I no need to take the leave in this way, and I will meet my parents. I will give time to them also, and I will do also the work for the laboratory required things. I will do for. But when I said the principal about it, he said, please give me the not leave, but for the school work. So of course, my mind is running that my purpose is meeting my family. Do not want to leave actually. So principal has said, I will not allow to you go, because your intention is going to home. I will send the other member to bring the things, but you have not mentioned their thing. Sir, मैं घर जाना चाहता हूँ, साथ में लेते आऊँगा. आप चाहें तो लीव दे दें, या चाहें तो याद कब आप जा रहे हैं. एक्चुअली मैं सोचा कि I have not clearly opened about that I am going to home will also meet you. I have said about that. So start thinking about that. Next time I will not do like that. Whenever I go to the principal, I will say always, sir, if you want to give the leave, as you good, I will do the home. Then later, whenever I said, sir, no matter, you give me leave, is also give the leave without pay. But sir has not agreed about it. You are done wrong thing here. So I will learn that I have not. However, some anger is came in my mind, but something is also running that it was actually not. I have not opened the things actually. I will doing another thing. So decide from next time. Same thing happened and another day. Some students were going. From the next.
But on my side, I gave my 100%, but I don't know why the principal I took a leave for one day because I was not physically. Guru jhukta hai, but apni galti pe. If she is not well, I have conveyed the message to her that I am not well, but she was like, you have to apologize to all the parents personally that you are not well, you were unable to take the class. But I conveyed the message. So I left that school. After that point, I tried brutally in front of my parents that it was my first job and we are all connected to our first job. So I tried brutally in front of my parents that I won't be able to do anything in my life. I won't be successful. I won't do anything. But later on, my mother consoled me. She said, it's your first step. You have to take 1,000 steps now. You can't feel like this. So she controlled me, she consoled me, and today I'm here. Thank you.
Ma'am, in this, की position पे रह के how you can ask something. Somewhere it is like that. How I can say sorry to that particular parent. But on that period of time, different situation के लिए different handle करने के सबके situations हो सकते हैं. कोई भी situation है, आप अगर अगले की shoes में खुद step up करेंगे, तो you will be able to understand that particular situation. जैसे I'll just take the situation of ma'am, as ma'am said, कि her or his principal has asked कि आप apology लीजिए parents से. Maybe she is right, maybe she is wrong, but literally अगर आप parents की जगह पे सोचेंगे, you are the only teacher, suppose I think so, I just assume you are the only teacher to look after that particular student. और मैं बच्चों के साथ खेला, मैंने कोशिश की, but somewhere उसका जो करिकुलम था, उसका जो डे था, वो कहीं ना कहीं बर्बाद हुआ. उस जगह वो चीजें हैम्पर हुई. तो इस चीज में, इस सिचुएशन को दूसरे वे में लेके हम ये भी कर सकते थे, yes, I will call the parents and I just talk to them. I can apologize for that. But होता क्या है ना, literally हर चीज का एक टाइम होता है. मैच्योरिटी लाइफ में इंसिडेंट्स को झेलने के बाद आती है. आप उसी सिचुएशन में फिर से एक बार जाके रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते. आप कभी भी कुछ बोलते हैं, whenever you say something, suppose you are in anger, आपको गुस्सा आ गया, तो ये लाइक वही चीज हम 10 सेकंड अगर लिटरली he was the person, I have never seen an orator like him. Nowadays we are having very good prime minister, but what he did, I think no one can be able to. No one ever. तो literally हम लोग जब बात करने के क्रम में जो चीज हमारे मुंह से निकल जाती है ना, हम अपने बच्चों को भी यही सिखाएं कि बेटा आप आंसर बाद में करना, बस प्रिपेयर हो नहीं. हम अपने बच्चे को अगर इस चीज के लिए प्रिपेयर कर लें, तो लाइफ में शायद उससे गलतियां ना हो. तो रियल एक पर्टिकुलर नेगेटिविटी आपके दिमाग में आती है. गुड एस्पेक्ट्स हैं. आप किसी भी चीज को ना, जैसे एक आइडिया हम लोग लेते हैं, तो ऑन दिस सिचुएशन वन कैन थिंक वेरी क्रिटिकली. अगर वो कॉफी पीना चाहता होगा तो वो गूगल करके दिखाएगा, देखो ये फायदे हैं कॉफी पीने के, है ना. और चाय तो चलिए, चाय के भी अपने फायदे हैं, चाय के भी अपने नुकसान हैं, है ना. एक पर्टिकुलर के साथ ऐसा होता है. तो ये खुद की चॉइस बन जाती है. तो हम अपने आप को जब भी अगर इन सब से here sir is teaching biology, sir has vast experience in Bhutan also, so मैं डेफिनेटली सर से अभी पूछना चाहूंगा, जो बच्चे 11th 12th नहीं पढ़ते हैं और वो नेट की प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, उनकी नॉलेज क्या होगी सर, काइंडली.
I served in Bhutan for so many years. That situation I have not seen, ever seen. This type of competency. That through ladder one stage. Suppose we are studying from class 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, then 12. So this is the way of learning. Then further in colleges. But here what we have seen in the education system, that students they are not attending the regular classes, rather going through the non-attending. So this is different aspects. So in fact, the teachers who did master degree, other than those who did suppose BTech, knowledge is there. Now here difference is knowledge and skill. So those some doctor and skill for 11, the master degree, those who are holding, they are trained. We are trained in this field. We are dealing day-to-day life for teaching and learning methodologies. That teaching and learning methodologies are different. Those who are doing non-attending courses. So, if they are preparing for NEET exam or for IT, many of you might have heard that student they failed in +2. in CBSE exam.
It happens.
But,
Actually.
but they pass the IT exam. Why this happens like this? The system here, the CBSE is curricular, and that is different it is. That one is mechanized way. The teacher, the professors, the doctors, the engineers, they are teaching that shortcut method to solve those problems. But this skill that we are providing, that they are learning both the things. That in classroom teaching, subjective as well as objective, both ways. So really I was so different ways living the grassroots level. So this is the reason that in non-attending we see the failures. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving opportunity to share.
टीचर्स कहते थे हम इतना पढ़ोगे इतना याद रहेगा, जब इतना ही पढ़ोगे तो इतना याद रहेगा. It happens literally everyone. तो जो आज ये कंपटीशन का दौर है, इस कंपटीशन ही पढ़ना है जितना एग्जाम में आता है. आप देखेंगे और महसूस कर पाएंगे, पहले के टाइम में जो बच्चे 50 to 60 अचीव करते थे, पहले के टाइम में प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी आई. क्रिएटिविटी, आई थिंक सो, इट इज वेरी मच रिलेटेड टू द प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी. दे कम विद अ सॉल्यूशन, और सॉल्यूशन उस चीज का है जो कभी प्रॉब्लम थी. उस प्रॉब्लम को किसी ने रिकॉग्नाइज किया. लाइक आई गिव द एग्जांपल ऑफ ओला, उबर. दैट इज अ वर्ड अबाउट, थिंक अबाउट दीस थिंग्स कि हाँ ये प्रॉब्लम है ना. People are, overcharged sometimes. We come to airport sometime and it is really charging, बहुत ज़्यादा overcharge कर. One is going to do Google that what is the fare to airport to some place. तो आप क्या कि there is a solution that says अपने बच्चे के ऊपर थोपना चाहते हैं, तो उससे क्या होगी, उसकी क्रिएटिविटी, उसकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी कम हो जाएगी. लेकिन लाइफ में क्रिएटिविटी सक्सेस का एक बहुत बड़ा पैरामीटर है. मैं ये मानता हूं कि सेम चैप्टर कुछ क्रिएटिविटी अगर उसमें डालेंगे तो यू विल बी एबल टू मेक द डिफरेंस. कुछ नहीं करेंगे तब वो कर पाएंगे. सपोज जैसे एक बच्चा था, लैब के टाइम पे मेरे टीचर बताते थे चलेगा तो वो सीख जाएगा. दैट विल बी द लाइफ ऑफ लर्निंग ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर. आप उसको लिटरली सिचुएशंस जैसी आती हैं वैसा डील करना चाहिए. ये क्रिएटिविटी भी है, ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी. अब वो परेशान कि अब गाड़ी जाएगी कैसे, पंचर कैसे बनेगा, या मेरे पास स्टेपनी है, वो वाला टायर भी नहीं कर पाए. एक लेमैन आया, बगल से गुजरा, प्रॉब्लम से बहुत बड़ा होता है. और अगर हम उसी प्रॉब्लम को डिफरेंट एंगल से देखेंगे तो हम उस प्रॉब्लम को जल्दी रिजॉल्व कर पाएंगे. कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि हर प्रॉब्लम हट ही जाए. प्रॉब्लम को हैंडल करने का तरीका बदल दिया जाएगा, गाड़ी बाहर निकलेगी. आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए आपका आईक्यू हाई होना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी नहीं है. हम कई बार जानते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व, उसको कई टुकड़ों में कर दिया जाए प्रॉब्लम्स. और हम लोग जो अक्सर बीइंग ऑन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पोजीशंस करते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम्स आप बांट देते हैं. बीइंग अ प्रिंसिपल, थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम इनको दे दो, थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम इनको दे दो, थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम इनको दे दो, थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम इनको दे दो. दे विल कम विद द सॉल्यूशंस, दे विल कम विद दैट, है ना. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग, आई एम जस्ट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड समवेयर, है ना. ये प्रॉब्लम लेके आओ, कोई ना कोई सॉल्यूशन लेके आएगा. हो सकता है उसमें 20 साल के एक्सपीरियंस वाले से ज्यादा हमारे लाइफ के गोल्स बहुत बड़ा ब्रॉड चीज हो गया. तो गोल्स को लाइफ के अचीव करने के लिए या बच्चों के भी गोल को अचीव करने के लिए, सपोज गोल कैन बी वेरी ब्रॉड कि आदमी बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो, उसको बहुत सारे लोग करने लगे, एंड नाउ दे आर लाइक सेलिब्रिटीज, दे आर लाइक सेलिब्रिटीज। बोर्ड के ओनर, आई एम जस्ट फॉरगेटिंग हिज नेम, अमन वर्मा, अब वो सेलिब्रिटी हो गए हैं। तो ये अचीव करने के लिए सिर्फ गोल पे कंसंट्रेट होगा तो विल बी नॉट एबल टू। हम कई बार फेमस सेलिब्रिटीज और बहुत सारे लोगों का एक इमेज देख लेते हैं, बट उस इमेज के पीछे उसकी जो मेहनत थी वो नहीं देखा। We see the good times of that particular. We will be not able to see that the failures behind that success. मैं जिन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स है तो उसका दूसरा ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए किसी आर्ट्स के अच्छे कॉलेज में उसका एडमिशन हो जहां पे आर्ट्स के अच्छे सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ाए जाते हो और बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ाए जाते हो। ये उसका सेकंड ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए। ऐसे ये डिफरेंट फील्ड में डिफरेंट होगा। Someone wants to become a good doctor, so one she have to complete her 10th or 12th, then he or she have to compete for NET examination, फिर अपना पर्टिकुलर एक ऑब्जेक्टिव की ये पर्टिकुलर कॉलेज मुझे मिल जाए, ये होना चाहिए। फिर उसके बाद उस कॉलेज में वो ग्रेजुएशन के टाइम तक उसको अच्छे से कर ले तो ही और शी विल बिकम दैट पर्टिकुलर डॉक्टर। तो डॉक्टर बनने के बाद भी उसका गोल नहीं अचीव हुआ, अभी ऑब्जेक्टिव ही क्लियर हुए।
With these techniques, and it is known to all, known to you. But one thing is that the technique, whatever, express their ideas. So it is very important that we should engage them, those students, those who are active or active learner. These methods give the space to the students in Lord's, England. Suppose the team, whatever their strategies there, but one thing is that from both of the sides, their experts are there, they meet together and discussions some game plan, some techniques of opponent's player, and some good side of the another team. It creates a sense, it creates a knowledge of the audience. The panel discuss so weather planning also, the nature of pitch, the bowling strategy, the batting aspect. It means whole thing related to that game. And the fourth thing is that some chart and some statistical graph is also there. It shows the data related to that thing. It is students in this way that they can learn properly. These are the methods which is very useful, and nowadays where time is going to be changed, it is very helpful. Another is storytelling method. It is just like a way to elaborate the view or the techniques where a grandmother or grandparents, and it creates very sensitivity among the students. The listener listen these all things very carefully and actively, because this whole thing is based on a particular timeline, and we know that in a particular time, if it is to be held in such a way that the activity is going to be very live, then the expression and the ideas is very fruitful for the students. I think you all supports this thing. Am I right? So it could be a practical approach.
Same way you are teaching us so that we can implement the same formula for making them better and to learn them.
Yes, ma'am. Very nice. Very nice.
Nation is above all. That's why I echo the same and I fully agree with you. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, sir. Nice idea. Please.
Everyone, because the active participation of everybody is important. We cannot be just the dull and the passive listeners here. We have to involve each one of us so that every nice things comes out from each one of us.
Thank you, ma'am. Very nice. So,
and from every activity, one outcomes come out as the scale or one skill come out from every activities, so that it becomes easier to inculcate the ideas among the students.
thank you, ma'am. Very nice. Any other? Maybe it could be fruitful. Maybe the day might be give you some better experiment. In some prospect, it could be a memorable day. I hope so, because experience is very important, and the learning where experience is combined with teaching, it is called the practical approach, and this is the sense of brainstorming. The activity, the topic is already there. You have to search some new ideas, and you can include in your practical life. The students, the objective or the motto of the students that they can utilize these activities in day-to-day life. So this is very important for not only the teachers but also for the students. Another is drama. It is beats according to the music. It means that inside your body something is there which is hidden, but you might be ignored it for some prospect. It develops a sense beating on the music, your body parts move on according to some prospect, indicates that some aerobical sense is inside your body. Take the example of when you are in gym. Some aerobic exercise is very helpful. It energizes our body and it can supply the oxygen instantly in our brain. So that music is a part of it. In the same way, that drama is also a part of inculcating these all things in a proper, much more beneficial than any other methods. It is the best way of demonstration. There is no need to make the all things. In some schools, there is a lack of some materials, TLM, teaching learning materials. Some are very costly, but a good teacher is that who can manage the resource, whatever inside of the school. So it is the good experience that we should use such kind of materials or techniques and give it to the students regarding just like a gist. No need to play the lecture method. Lecture method is in some prospect it is very old technique. Now there is a chance to give some new thing. The two things we have already used, blended learning and experiential based learning. These are very demanding. If we want to complete a whole syllabus in a proper or systematic order, you can take the example of if someone is teaching in class 8 or class 10. There is a chapter regarding, we know that in this chapter, so many movements are there. So many topics were there in a proper sequence. The best technique is that there's a best approach of making lesson plan, that we can include day-wise lesson plan. We can select one or two activity presented. It could be present with the help of during that time of picture, because picture plays a very effective role in the mind of the student. So, and convert into some activity-based objective is that the students from different backgrounds, they can enjoy the teaching. That is the real approach. That's why these methods day to day changing. Some new tricks, some new techniques must be included there. Because when you teach or lecture the student, this is called the backbone of the study, backbone of teaching. Case study, what is it and why it is very important? Case study means there is an approach of pros and cons. For every aspect, lists are there. And this is the method, this is a technique which is already included in the management. So it just gives you a timeline to collect all the gist properly, list it properly, and then arrange in such a way that it could be related to this mimicry. Mimicry is an art, and it is, you can say, a stand-up comedian do it properly. During earlier times, there was no scope for stand-up comedy. It is an art to develop the aspect. It is the best art to develop this kind of thing. Example or reference I am giving you in NCERT book from class 6 to class 12. Some of the screen, could you suggest the name? Anyone? The best comic character artist. Anyone? Seeing the same problem as like we. So it is a practical approach. If we want to teach something, then we have tried to this kind of example. We should take it as an example because it is a masterpiece art as a great which is hidden. Now next is poetry and recitals. It is basically related the language Hindi or English or Sanskrit also. But poetry is a sense. It creates a sense. Suppose if I want to teach in the class of class 9 or 10, in your classroom, a student who is a bass player of guitar, you can try this example. It could be create a mind-blowing impact. Who knows the singing and is a good singer, you can use these examples in your classroom. The classroom never be monotonous, but it could be give you some better experiment. You can try it in this way. Another is question and answer. This method is based on Socratic way. First of all, it was started during that time. Deductive, we can go through the bigger to smaller. And finally, an approach came together. It is called Gestaltian theory, where suppose an apple is there, a practical trainer never could be told this is an apple. In inductive method, it could be used compulsory. So you can get it now. आधा दे दीजिए तो पटवा देते हैं टाइम
दे रहे सबको दे
All you have received now.
What a problem.
If you have you are instructed to solve this questionnaire within time frame. All group leaders, please come here.
अभी आप जल्दी करिए ग्रुप लीडर को आने से
Here, as you can see that, you can see the inside of the page. 6 participants, rest is 4 one is also needed. Please come fast. 4 more participants. This is an active session, so be careful. No sir, please wait. All you have collected. Wait, I will guide or instruct you. Sir, please sir, here. Please come fast, ma'am. One seat. Sir, please don't go and follow the instructions. That is mandatory. Okay, so the situation is in this way that all the teachers please. Please arrange properly. Teachers, you have to observe.
I should chant Hanuman Chalisa.
Pass the mic.
Must chant Hanuman Chalisa before starting their class. And with the full devotion,
Sir,
and like this.
You have to first tell your name and then what is inside of the CD?
Mimicry.
Wait.
I am B. Ghosh from Diksha International. Shri Guru Sharan Saroj Ran निज मन मुकुर सुधारी वर्णो अकबर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विनाश। जय श्री राम।
Thank you, sir. In this hall, is anyone who can elaborate the concept about rat versus cat? No one? Please try, sir. Please try. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Here is that song. दिन ढल जाए कहीं रात न जाए, दिन ढल जाए कहीं रात न जाए, मैंने सोचा था तुम आ जाएगी, कल का दिन देके तुमने अपना पीछा छुड़ाए, दिन ढल जाए कहीं रात न जाए।
Excellent, sir.
मुझे गीत नहीं आती है, मैं जोड़ दूं।
You have tried your level best. Thank you.
My topic is demonstration. I will demonstrate one thing that I have learned from this type of meetings already. Actually, we have seen many students, many men are disabled. Particularly, they are not disabled, but differently able. Just I will demonstrate. All they are differently able, not disabled actually. Consider I am here. We will look at this. I am keeping this mic first. The water.
Well done, sir. Well done. The best example of these able students. Please give a big hand for the participants.
Teacher said, yes, where are you go? That's toilet, sir. Okay, go, just come soon. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Always you show your activity to the students. Just like it.
Close to mind, sir.
Just you, or that I am a student. Just you be a friend with your teacher. Be a friend with your students, right? Right. Just I show you. Just I am tall, children. But I am tall, and you are tall. Thin people fat. What is the meaning of thin? Tell you. Thin means fat means not. Just explain like this. Tall people, short people, thin people fat. Ladies to gently wearing a hat.
Well done, sir.
Straight people, dumpy people. Straight people, dumpy people. Man dressed in brown. A lady, so down there. Riding my no. Right you?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Just कुछ समय तुम्हारी गोद में दो नन्हे मासूम बच्चे दूध के एक गोद के लिए तुम बिलखती थी, उसमें समाज के लोग तुम्हें कोई सहायता नहीं था। तो बोलिए आज इस समाज हमें क्या कर रही है? बहुत सारा काम हमें समाज दे रही है, लेकिन कुछ समय हमें समाज नहीं। तो इसलिए आप सोसाइटी से, समाज से सभी मिलजुल कर रहें, तभी आपको प्रॉफिट मिलेगा और खुशी रहिएगा। ओके, थैंक यू।
भुला न पाओगे हाँ तुम मुझे यूं, जब कभी भी सुनोगे गीत मेरे, संग संग तुम भी गुनगुनाओगे हाँ तुम मुझे यूं, भुला न पाओगे हाँ तुम मुझे यूं, तेरे हाथों में सुनोगे गीत मेरे, संग संग तुम भी गुनगुनाओगे हाँ तुम मुझे Well done.
Please.
गाँव वालों, ये जो मौसी है ना, मेरी शादी नहीं होने दी।
So classroom management is the first thing or first skill that teachers need. And when we enter a class, that is the first thing when we interact. Until and unless we manage a class, we will not be able to interact or teach or guide students what we are supposed to. So just to demonstrate it, I prefer this is my classroom. So I expect that all the students are attentive. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now I request the last benchers raise your right hand. Right hand. Right hand. Put your hands down. Now the front ones. Now I hope, because it is the post-lunch session and everyone has to be active. So I expect that everyone is active now.
Thank you so much. Physically active.
Well, it is poetry. I'm not able to say any poetry, but I can say a rhyme of little kids. छुट्टी का दिन आया है, सबके मन को भाया है. आज ना पढ़ने जाएंगे, दिन भर धूम मचाएंगे. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have got to mimic over something, but I'm really sorry. I am zero at mimicry, sir. So I will try to sing 2 lines over here. Can I?
Okay, ma'am.
फिर का जीना, फिर तो है जाना, कफनियाँ लेके जाइए दिल ये बताना, खाली हाथ आए थे हम, खाली हाथ जाएंगे, बस प्यार के 2 मीठे बोल गुनगुनाएंगे, तुम हंस के भी दुनिया आएगा, हे आएगा, ओ आएगा, हे मेरे दिल तू आएगा, हे आएगा. Hello everyone, I'm Diksha from Anand Public.
Space. We are having a great leader, that is लालू जी. So please, आपको अगर अच्छा लगे तो please put your hands together. I am trying my level best. सुनो बिहार के लोगन, हमने कहा था कि दिल्ली को बिहार और बिहार को दिल्ली बना दूंगा. ऐ कहा था कि दिल्ली को बिहार और बिहार को दिल्ली बना दूंगा. ऐ तो घटा गया है. हम जा रहे हैं दिल्ली. पूरे बिहार में एक बार फिर से आरजेडी की सरकार आएगी. धन्यवाद. और कौवा जनरली हम लोग देखते हैं, उनका आवाज निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं कि कौवा कैसे बोलता है. अब कौवा अगर जब काला होता है कंप्लीटली, जिसको डेढ़ कौवा बोलते हैं, ये थोड़ा सा लाडली बोलता है. थैंक यू.
ये जिंदगी खुशी की है जो किसी का हो गया प्यार ही में खो गया ये बात ये सब कह रही है प्यार किसी की आरज़ू में अपने दिल को बेकरार कर जिंदगी है बेवफा जिंदगी है जो किसी का हो गया प्यार ही में खो गया ये जिंदगी तुझे गले लगाऊं मैं तुझे मैं डूब जाऊं मैं जहाँ तू ले जाऊं मैं बस तुझे मेरे संग अलविदा
Now, I would like to call Mrs. Gazala. Please come, ma'am.
चलते चलते ना कभी अलविदा ना कहना चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना प्यार करते करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे इन ही बहारों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे प्यार करते हम तुम कहीं खो जाएंगे इन ही बहारों के आंचल में थक के सो जाएंगे सपनों को फिर भी तुम यूं ही सजाते रहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना
Thank you so much everyone. Thank you a lot for your auspicious song. Well done.
जिन आँखों में पानी ना हो उन आँखों का हंसना भी जिसकी कोई कहानी न हो कहानी न हो, आंसू है खुशी की लड़ी, प्यार कर ले घड़ी दो घड़ी, ओ जिंदगी की ना टूटे लड़ी, प्यार कर ले घड़ी दो घड़ी। आज से अपना वादा रहा, हम मिलेंगे हर एक मोड़ पर, आज से अपना किसको पड़ी, प्यार कर ले घड़ी दो घड़ी, ओ जिंदगी की ना टूटे लड़ी, प्यार कर ले घड़ी दो घड़ी। अच्छा लगा होते एक बार बहुत
Thank you, sir. Well done. Song.
आज मौसम बड़ा बेईमान है, बड़ा बेईमान है आज मौसम, ओ आज मौसम बेईमान है आज मौसम, आने वाला कोई तूफान है, कोई तूफान है आज मौसम, क्या हुआ है हुआ कुछ नहीं है, क्या हुआ है हुआ कुछ नहीं है, बात क्या है पता कुछ नहीं है, मुझसे कोई खता हो गई तो इसमें मेरी खता कुछ नहीं है, आज मौसम बड़ा बेईमान है, बड़ा बेईमान है आज मौसम, ऐ मेरे यार ऐ हुस्न वाले, ऐ मेरे यार ऐ हुस्न वाले, दिल किया मैंने तेरे हवाले, तेरी मर्जी पे अब बात ठहरी, जीने दे चाहे तू मार डाले, तेरे हाथों में अब मेरी जान है, आज मौसम बड़ा बेईमान है, बड़ा बेईमान है आज।
So some activities are still remaining. So without delay, I want to say that 3B, which is related to it. So do it. Do fast, sir. Cubes, the hands out are already there. So just do it and pass it to us. The standard time for 2 activity is 3 into 2.
क्योंकि as a learner, it is our vital responsibility to learn more. I would like to request some of you to kindly tell that
Good afternoon, everyone. Now that we are on the verge of completing this session, so I would like to say that what we have done, we have learned qualities we need to imbibe in us. We need to groom the child in the same way. Whatever we have learned, we should groom the child in the same way so that they are able to focus on their personality, focus on their culture, focus on their career, and then they could be a good citizen of a place, of a town, of a state, of a country. This is a valuable thing which we have learned, and I think that we should implement this. Whatever we have learned today, we should imbibe in our students for their better personality as well as a better person where they can be known, where they can be seen as a face in a crowd. That's all I would like to say. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I am from backside.
Ask from backside.
The teachers who are hiding your face, scream and express.
That I can't describe the quality. This was the best performance so far I have seen on the premises of Diksha National School. And I would like to, and from the side of the management as well. So kind of you, so many thanks. And sir, see you next time, very soon.
That when you were conducting it and we were listening and we were so attentive. We want to be teachers like that, like you.
Sir, I would like to believe is to make every student a good, better and a great citizen of the country. Otherwise, all these skills, I think emotional skills, social skills, leadership skills, parenting skills, all kinds of skills, these skills are meant to make a student a better human being, because here I think in India we lack something, that moral aspect of it. We talk about marks, but we don't talk about ethics. We talk about success of career, but we don't talk about all the things that is needed for a human being to be a complete human being. So that I think after learning all these skills, that I'm better human being and a good citizen of the country. Thank you.
ये सबसे बड़ी चीज और जैसे हम लोग बात करते हैं ना, हम एक बहुत छोटी सी जगह से हैं, don't know. और वही बात जब एक स्टेट की आएगी तो वो बच्चा कहाँ होगा, भीड़ में खो जाएगा, हमें पता भी नहीं. Much concentrated about the studies. हम अपने बच्चे का सामाजिक परिवेश पढ़ाई बहुत ज्यादा करा के हम उसका सामाजिक परिवेश खोते जा रहे हैं. उसको समाज में ही रहना है, उसको समाज में रहने के तौर तरीके सीखने हैं, उसे लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करना है. I have seen many of the families are there. वो क्या करती हैं अभी? He or she is doing that particular drawing for 1 hour 40 minutes. उसका स्ट्रेस बहुत ज्यादा रिलीज होगा. This is very good for particular health also. कोई सिंगिंग में बहुत अच्छा 1 मिनट से 1 घंटे तक अगर हम करते हैं तो ये हमारे शरीर के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. आज के समय में बच्चों को इतना स्ट्रेस है, मैंने देखा है nowadays in the CBSE examination we are having students with diabetes. They are having special provision to eat something during examination nowadays. तो सारी चीजें आती हैं. बच्चे कम मार्क्स लाएंगे, not to worry about that. बट वो अच्छे इंसान बनेंगे, इट्स अ वेरी बिग डील. बच्चे हम सब देखते हैं ये सारी जितनी, अगर आप देखिएगा, मैं सबके साथ शायद मेरा ये अपना ही एक्सपीरियंस है कि मैं देखता हूँ हमारे क्लास में जो फर्स्ट बेंचर होते थे, दोज हु आर गुड इन एकेडमिक्स वेरी वेल, दे आर नॉट सो सक्सेसफुल. तो ऑन दैट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम मैं कहानियां बना रहा होता था कि कहानी कैसे बनानी है, अपने टीचर को इन्फ्लुएंस करने का या टीचर को ये बता देने का कि उसका टाइम 40 मिनट कट जाए. many of them were students like that. I'm not telling. Literally, learning बहुत important है. तो हमेशा मैं टीचर से यही कहता हूँ कि be a good learner. Then only you will be able to teach.
Two major points for today's session in Kalkata. That is the brainstorming session started. In this activity, I have given a participant the concept of... No problem, sir. So listen to me. Before starting this session, a concept was given to a participant, ma'am. It could be related to cat versus rat. Yes? This operant conditioning and conditioning. That is called RS theory. It is between the Thorndike and the B.F. Skinner. Is given by Thorndike. It's called, the concept is related to trial and error method. In mistakes. That is the human nature. But from that mistakes, we learn some new things. Respond and stimulus. Yes.
New things, okay, and it is also said that our earth is full of greeniness, haryali. So that's all. Thank you.
Well done, ma'am.
I think because pink is a color which reflects the beauty of something. So the thought process of people's emotion, that is the thing lacking. We understand ours, we don't understand others' emotion. So we have to be emotional, but we have to empathize. So we have to be more human. That is very important. To become a very good teacher, it is very important to become a very good human being first. And this is what this color represents. Thank you.
Well done, ma'am.
Here to sacrifice for the students. You know very well that even today reach the school to participate in the program. Even if it's Sunday, someone is trying with the family. We have sacrificed their things and came to learn things for the students that can be delivered. Sometimes our teachers have to always apply. It is enough, or whenever teach the school job, it is you cannot. It means earnings. You cannot evaluate it with earnings. You will have to sacrifice. Then it is not. If you see how much you want to give, everyone want to give to the students. It is how much it is capability. By sacrificing it for teaching, they will have to actually, if you want to do for the students, you will have to work hard. You will have to do full dedication. During the process of this, we have to sacrifice many things for the sake of students, for the making the good nation. We are, as you know, everyone, we are the nation builder.
Thank you, sir.
So the nation builder is not a simple job. We will have to work hard. We will have to sacrifice many things. Thank you.
Saffron is a flag color that represents strength. Students are our strength, we are students' strength. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am, for your beautiful ideas. Everyone, your same groups are there, and I think 3 and 4 participants only given their views. So please, till the end of the line, they can good fight. They are good fighter in nature. In the same way, red color, if we like to include in our food, meal or some beverages, it boosts our energy level of energy. It is a good symbol in psychology that our mind cool, and its vibration is very different. You can also read, and if you are meditating on that place, what are your observations? What do you observe? Is meditation will be successful or no? things are in red in nature and you are meditating on the room, what is the possibility that your meditation will be successful? Is it yes or no? Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. I guess the session would be helpful for everyone. Now I would like to...
मैं इतना कहूँगा कि आप लोग हमारे यहाँ आए, स्वागत योग था। आप लोगों ने ट्रेनिंग कंडक्ट कराने में जो कोऑपरेशन दिखाया इसके लिए फिर से धन्यवाद। खासकर हमारे रिसोर्स पर्सन जो बागवती दिया जाए नवोशिया से मिस्टर नवनीत कुमार सिंह, जो बहुत ही एक्सपीरियंस हैं और सीबीएसई द्वारा डायरेक्टली नॉमिनेटेड हैं ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के लिए। दूसरे हमारे रिसोर्स पर्सन थे मनिंद्र मिश्रा सर, जो डीएवी मथुरापुर। इन्होंने भी काफ़ी अपनी एक्टिविटी से सिखाने की, समझाने की, क्लासरूम का अच्छे से पालन करेंगे और सीबीएसई के नॉर्म्स को फॉलो करते हुए अपने ट्रेनिंग को और आगे बढ़ाएंगे। अभी तो ये शुरुआत है, 25+25 पूरा करना है। आप सभी पूरा करेंगे, हम सभी उसमें अग्रसर रहेंगे। सभी को फिर से एक बार बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू सर। टीचर ध्यान देंगे। Thank you so much, ma'am.
Main teacher, on the main teacher.